Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is going to be a look at Uranus Direct. And so, very similar to the chart that we saw with this full moon penumbral lunar eclipse that we're going to see on the 10th. This is just a few hours later from this lunar eclipse that we're seeing Uranus come direct. It is going to stop at about 2 degrees 6 minutes. So very much coming to this stop point where we're going to see it come direct, and it's still going to be in post shadow for a couple of months here. This is a very long transit that Uranus goes through, and so we're still sort of coming out of this space of being in these new values, these new belief systems, these new relationships that better serve us on this much higher frequency. And so a lot of change happening around the foundation that we built for ourselves, definitely coming into this space of building a new foundation. And we talked a lot about that with this number 22 year that we're coming into, that this is a master builder year of what's the destiny, what's the foundation, what's the relationship, what's the connection, what's the surroundings, what's it all going to look like? What are you going to build in your life? And how are you going to structure that? So a lot going on with that. We see the moon is going to be in Cancer when this happens. So right now we are in a Gemini moon, in this space of clarity, of trying to figure out things, a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts going through our heads, a lot going on mentally and emotionally, right? A lot of stimulation as far as on a psychological level, as the moon is in Gemini. And it's going to come into Cancer where it's going to feel very much at home. We talked a lot about this with that penumbral lunar eclipse, that this moon is going to pass by the North Node. And so there's a lot of lessons about destiny, about where you're headed, about what your new life is going to look like. So what are you building? What are you creating? And there's a lot of this creative energy with Mars in Sagittarius. So Mars is in Sagittarius with all of these big ideas, these big projects that it wants to execute. And so there's a big thing here where we went through Mars and Scorpio, and so there's a big lesson about focus. Where are you going to put your focus and energy into? Because with Sagittarius here, this is a big party of many different energies all over the place. And so if you are going to execute and accomplish these big projects and these big dreams and goals that you have for yourself, then with this aspect to Uranus and Taurus, a lot of this energy is about creating this new reality for yourself. And it comes down to these big dreams, these big lessons, these big stories of what you want to create in your life, that you have to find that focus. You have to figure out where you're headed, where you're going. And emotionally, that is where we're at. We're trying to find this connection. We're trying to find this home, this true divine emotional fulfillment. And this is where this North Node in Cancer is also an aspect to Mars and to Uranus, where it's creating this huge opportunity here of creating something big, but it comes from this new structure, this new foundation that you build for yourself with Uranus and Taurus, and from knowing what is fully divinely emotionally fulfilling you and your destiny and where you're headed and what you are creating as far as what home and your surroundings looks like. And of course, Neptune and Venus making the aspect over to the moon. We're seeing this Neptune energy very much entwine with this huge stellium over to Capricorn, where this huge stellium also making an aspect over to the moon. And so there's a lot of different things that the moon is trying to play into. Again, it's crossed over the North Node. So trying to emotionally wire us to connect to this destiny, to connect to where we are headed, to what our purpose is. And a lot of this Neptune, Venus energy off in Pisces and Aquarius, trying to elevate us, trying to take us spiritually to a higher level, trying to show us what is beautiful, what is possible on this higher frequency. But remember, don't get lost or confused by trying to detach to a fantasy, trying to attach to something that is not fully anchored in this reality. A lot of people trying to drift off from reality, trying to escape it with this Neptune Pisces story that we're seeing. So a lot going on there. Remember that we have this huge Capricorn stellium where the focus should be around the structure that you are building, around the hard work and discipline that you are putting in to what you're passionate about, to where you're finding your purpose, to what you're creating in life. And so this big story around reality and what dreams you can turn into your reality, what you can see possible. And there's something big about this penumbral lunar eclipse that is about watching it all unfold. And so there's something big about all of the work and all of the time and effort that you put in to this story that you're creating, that this lunar eclipse is going to take you to this release point of coming home, coming into this divine connection. So a lot of answers, a lot coming to light, and especially with this Uranus Direct coming after this lunar eclipse very shortly, that there's something about this that is bringing you the answers, the solutions, the higher understanding, elevating you, liberating you, taking you to this next new level in your life. As Neptune has been retrograde, a lot of unexpected things happening, a lot of weird scenarios. And of course, as we went through that eclipse season, we were kind of in a weird space of transitioning into this new reality, into this new space, a shift in our dimensional vibration. That this is a big new year that we are in now, and big new time frame. There's been a big thing about time as we're dealing with this North Node Cancer, South Node Capricorn axis of literally time and reality as we know it shifting and changing. And so this is big about giving you the tools that you need to create this new reality that you want to see for yourself, eliminating the old relationships, the old values, the old structures, the old belief systems that no longer serve you, and creating something new, very much like the Tower card in tarot, right? This destruction, this decimation, breaking down what no longer serves you to create something new. So this is a big part of this story. And of course, Mercury now in Capricorn, making things even more clear and obvious to us, as Mercury is also in this conjunction with the Sun. And there's something big about that where it is giving us the answers, it's giving us the clarity that we need, making it consciously aware to us of what needs to happen in order for the life that we want to unfold. And so there's a big story here with this lunar eclipse as well as this Uranus Direct about creating this new story for yourself, watching it all unfold. And of course, it's coming to this very intense, pressured moment with this Saturn-Pluto conjunction that we're going to see on January 12th. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull some cards for each sign. So this is a horoscope for each of your signs. I'm going to leave timestamps so that you can fast forward to your signs. But I'm going to start out with Aries and go through Pisces and take a look at what this Uranus Direct as well as this penumbral lunar eclipse wants you to work on according to your sign. So you can take a look at your sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign, however this resonates to you. So starting off with Aries, and of course, if you are enjoying this, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel, Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to everyone if you have gotten this far in the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. And feel free to leave a comment down below as well. It's always great to see your questions and your recommendations for new videos. So feel free to do that. And we're going to take a look at what comes up for Aries for this brand new story. So Aries, starting off we have the Tower card, and we just talked about this, that this Uranus and Taurus and all of this buildup in Capricorn of this Pluto-Saturn coming to this very high-pressured point is all about this breakdown in our reality. It is all about this destruction of the old, breaking down these old systems, old structures, old belief systems that have been put in place so that you can create something new that resonates with you and serves you on a higher level in your life. And so this is very direct for you, Aries. This is very upfront. Spirit is asking you to start to create this new reality for yourself, to start to put these new structures in place that better serve you. And there's something big about this where the moon comes up, where the moon is supporting this too, where you have to trust your intuition. You have to realize that on an emotional level, you are being guided through your intuition of what needs to take place. Now, remember that there is a difference between your emotions and your intuition. There is something about this where there's a feeling of what needs to come through. And we talked about how this penumbral lunar eclipse in Cancer is very much watching things fall into place. And so there's something here where as you go through this penumbral lunar eclipse, it is bringing you the intuition, the clarity. It's giving you this feeling of what needs to be done, of what structures need to be built up in the place of what has been torn down in your reality, in your life, of these old belief systems, these old structures. And so there's something new here that you have to create, that you have to get in the flow of, and you have to trust in the process that Spirit has for you in this. Now, following this, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. And there's something big about this where, if you look at this right side up, there's something big that with the Six, there's always this harmony, there's always this grace. And there's something big about the Wands that does deal with your passion, that does deal with your enthusiasm. And coming into the space of what is truly aligned with what you are passionate, what you're enthusiastic about, what you love. And so with this in reverse, there is something here where you have to pick the path that is aligned with what you love, with what you're passionate about, with what you need to express in your life. And so getting in touch with that, getting in touch with who you are, getting into the flow of the harmony of what truly is aligned with who you are is very important here. If you are holding on to the weight of these old past identities, of these old attachments, of these old ways of doing things, then you are stuck in the past. And for a lot of you, this is a space where you need to allow this major release during this penumbral lunar eclipse, because this Uranus Direct is elevating you, taking you to a higher space. And so there's something big where in order to make room for this new experience, you have to release the old. And with the Hermit here, it is this individual journey of self. It is going within, and it is navigating and looking at the things that you need to build and put in place in your life that better serve you. So going along with this Tower moment of building and creating this new reality, a lot of you find these answers. And again, the moon came up, and so we're seeing this, that you need to go within and trust in your intuition, that you need to go on this individual journey within yourself to find the answers, to find the solutions, to figure out what it is that you need to create, what you need to build into your new reality. And transition is here in reverse. So again, some of you still holding on to old things. Some of you still not willing to go through the death, through the change, and to come into this new space. And so there is this sort of understanding that you need to allow the old things to die off. You need to go through this process of death, of letting go, releasing. And this is what this penumbral lunar eclipse is going to be majorly for a lot of you. You are a cardinal sign, so this is going to be a major, major shift for you, as this full moon is going to happen. This lunar eclipse is going to happen at a cardinal point. And so this is a space where you need to allow this release. You need to allow yourself to step into this divine connection, trusting in your intuition, moving into this new space. And with the Ten of Cups here in reverse, Ten of Cups is always this major joyful moment where you are fully fulfilled in everything that you want and need in your life. This very magical moment of everything falling into place as it should. But with this in reverse, are you, again, a lot of this holding on to what is old, not willing to step into this new beautiful reality, into this fulfillment, this joy, this magical moment of everything falling into place for you? And so this is where you have to be trusting and accepting in what Spirit has for you on the other side of this transition that you have to go through, this death that you have to go through. And so this is major, is are you going to be open and receptive to these beautiful opportunities and benefits that are coming from stepping into this new reality? And it comes down to the Wheel of Fortune, where this is destiny, this is fated, this is for you. But it's also your choice of whether you are moving in the direction of what is destined, of what Spirit has for you, or if you're going backwards and trying to control destiny, trying to create your own story out of what is comfortable, what is familiar, out of where you've already been, not willing to step into this fated, destined moment for yourself. So big things coming for you, Aries. A lot having to do with needing to release, because there are major things that are coming into your reality to fulfill you, to give you everything that you need and want. But there's a major story here about needing to release in order to make room for these new opportunities. So Taurus, let's take a look and see what comes up for you. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, so Taurus. Starting off with the Nine of Cups. Taurus, you need to lay everything out on the table now. You need to take a look at everything that is going on in your life. You need to face everything and take a look. Take a look at where you've been, where you are, and what your plan is for where you are headed. This is time to bring these old things to a completion, to an end. Release it. Lay it all out on the table. Observe it. Face it. Evaluate it. And let go of it. Because you are stepping into a new paradigm. You are stepping into a new reality of which now you get to create this new story. Now you get to create what you want to see unfold. And this is big, as this is followed by the Star card, that it is your time to step into your light. It is your time to be who you are and to fully express yourself and all of your beautiful gifts, to shine your light. And so if you are going to do this, if you are going to fully integrate into who you are, you're going to have to lay everything out on the table first. You're going to have to face everything first before you're able to step into who you really are. With the Queen of Swords here, you're going to have to stand by your truth. You're going to have to stand by what you know is true, what you know is fully aligned with who you are. There's something big about the Queen of Swords that is always defending or standing by your truth, by your honor. That, and I talked about this before, that there's something where when we talk about truth, we talk about telling the truth, we talk about speaking it out, but are you living in your truth? Are you being honest with yourself, not just with others, but with yourself? And so there's something big here, Taurus, about, with this Star card, being who you are, standing in your true light, and standing by your truth, being that truth, walking in that truth, living in that truth. And with the Three of Swords in reverse, with the three, there's always something about this hardship, this confusion, this pain, this doubt. And there's something here with this in reverse that actually you need to release any kind of pain, any kind of struggle, doubt, fear, worry, regret that you've been holding on to, because now this pain has transformed you. You are now stepping into your light. You are now stepping into your power. Very much similar to when we talk about this transition from Scorpio to Sagittarius. Very big. And we saw that transition with Mars moving from Scorpio to Sagittarius, that always at that last degree of Scorpio is the rising of the phoenix, right? Moving out of the darkness and into the light, as Scorpio makes us go through the darkness, go through the depths of the pain, face it all. And there's something big about that, that is survivor energy, because following that, coming out of that, is Sagittarius, which is that last hope, that last optimism before we shift into the winter months. And so there's something big here about, actually, you have found your light, you found your power by going through this hardship, through this difficulty. And so now it's time to release it. Now it's time to let it go, to move on, to release this hardship, this difficulty that you've been through. And speaking of new realities, we come up with the Ace of Pentacles, that now you are being given the opportunity to create this reality. This is a new beginning. This is a new phase of your life that you are moving into. And so what are you going to create? What are you going to build? What is this new foundation going to look like for you? And we end here with the King of Swords, where you need to be the master of your truth, of your reality, of your perspective, of your thoughts, of your beliefs. You must realize, are you in the vibration of what is positive, of what serves you, of your higher truth, or are you not? There's something big about your thoughts and your vibrational energy that you are in that is determining what this new reality looks for you. And so what energy, what vibration are you putting into this? So Gemini, let's take a look and see what comes up for you. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, Gemini. So we start off with the Eight of Cups. And so there's always something big here about going on this journey, trusting in this journey, receiving this offering to go through this change, to go on this individual spiritual quest, this journey to transform yourself. And so Spirit is offering you this ability to go on this journey, to go through this change. But with this in reverse, are you holding back from this? Are you holding back from this because this is too difficult, too challenging, because this puts too many emotions out there, because this is dealing with too much internally? There's something big about needing to go internally and to take a look and review everything that is going on within you. And it's interesting that we talk about change here as the transition card comes up, that this is a big change that you have to go through. This is a death of the old that needs to take place in order to step into this new space, in order to step into this new reality that you have the ability to create for yourself. And we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And the Ten of Wands always makes me think of a portal or a doorway. There's something big about burying and ending these old stories to enter into a new chapter, a new story with the Ten of Wands. So it is this ending, this completion, but it's also this new beginning of stepping and walking through this new doorway. And in order to do that, you have to bury and leave the past behind to shift into this new doorway. And we see that right with the Nine of Wands, which is always that release point. And so everything that you are releasing, are you burying it? Are you putting it to rest? Are you putting it to an end, to a completion, so that you can step and walk through this new doorway, this new path for yourself? And there's something big here because we see another 10 here with the 10 of Cups, that the 10 is always this completion, right? And the 10 has a 0 as it is always the end and the beginning. It is this never-ending cycle that goes back to the 1 of the beginning, right? So 10, the completion, 0, that infinite loop that comes back to one, the beginning. And so, again, there's something big here, Gemini, where you are closing out an old chapter to step into a new reality, to create a new reality. And there's something big here about the 10 of Cups, where this is offering you so many beautiful opportunities in your life, overfilling your cup of opportunities, of joy, of happiness. This is a big moment for you as you're coming into this brand new year here. But with the Strength card here, it does take a level of vulnerability. It does take a level of uncomfortability to stand in this new space, to go through this process of change. And we talked about this a little bit with this 8 of Cups, that it does involve laying everything out on the table, right? Because after the 8 of Cups, we come to the 9 of Cups, which is where we do put it all out on the table, is where we do express all the emotions. We do observe it, and we do allow ourselves to feel everything in order to move on. And so there's something big here where it takes the strength, the confidence, the vulnerability to go through this process and to step into this new space for you to create this brand new reality. And it's very powerful that we see the Magician in reverse, as the Magician here reminding you that you are a co-creator, that you are in sync with the universe, that you have the ability to create your reality, right? You have the tools, you have the divine intervention to create this new reality for yourself. But with this in reverse, are you not realizing the power that you hold? Are you holding back from this? That actually you have the power to co-create and manifest this new reality and what you want to see in your life in this brand new year for yourself. And it comes down to the King of Swords, where you have to be the master of your own reality. You have to be the master of your perspective, of the way that you see things. Are you standing in your truth, standing in the reality that you want to create for yourself? It's a big story here about closing out this old reality and tapping into this brand new reality for yourself. So Cancer, let's take a look and see what comes up for you. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Starting off, we have the Page of Swords. And so big time to change your perspective, to change the way that you see things, the way that you are thinking. There's a big thing here about how your thoughts are creating your reality. That the way that you are thinking. And so if you are putting your thoughts in a positive space of what you want to see in your reality, that is what you are creating. Thoughts very powerful right now in this new reality that you are in. And with the 8 of Swords here, there is a lot that is being revealed to you. There is a lot of truth. There is a lot of information that is being given to you, and a lot that needs to be communicated and put out on the table to discuss here about what does your truth look like, about what serves you. about what needs to be cut out of your life. And so a lot here that needs to be faced, that needs to be confronted, that needs to be seen. A lot being revealed from you that has been hidden in the past here. And speaking of hidden, we have the High Priestess, where it is time to show others your gifts, your talents. It is time for you to express and connect to others on their path. To form and integrate this new connection, this new reality into your life. And there is something big about this North Node being in your home sign and this lunar eclipse being in your sign of this release point of the old and connecting and integrating into this new connection that is emotionally fulfilling, that is divinely connected to who you are. And with the 10 of Pentacles here, this is this moment of success, this moment of sitting back and looking at everything that you have worked for, everything that you have put your time and effort into coming to fruition. But with this in reverse, is this something that you're afraid of? Is this something where you're not willing to allow all of the pieces to fall into place? And there is something big about this lunar eclipse that is actually sitting back and allowing everything to unfold that you have worked for. Because with all of this Capricorn making this aspect over to the moon and Cancer, there's a ton of things that you have worked for, that you have put effort and time into, that is coming back to home, that is coming back to you with this fulfillment. There's something big about the North Node in Cancer that is this fulfillment. And so, are you open to this fulfillment? Are you open to everything falling into place as it should? All of the pieces falling into place. And we end here with the 8 of Pentacles, where it requires you to be willing to relax, to take a break, to look at everything that is happening around you, allowing everything to fall into place as it should. Because there's something big about, you have put a lot of time and effort into the reality that you want to see. And the universe is putting all of these structures into place for you. And so a lot there about allowing everything to fall into place as it should. So let's take a look at Leo. So this is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So starting off with the Knight of Wands, you do have big dreams. You do have big things that you want to manifest and create, that you are enthusiastic and excited about manifesting and creating into your reality at this time. But with the World here in reverse, does it feel a little difficult, a little challenging in order to create the reality that you want for yourself? A lot of restrictions, a lot of limitations on what is possible, it feels like, that the universe is trying to detour you and move you into something that is better for you. And so a lot of you who are trying to control what this is going to look like, trying to control the outcome, there is something big here about a detour that the universe is trying to give you into something that's actually better for you. And it is feeling a lot like a big choice, a big decision that needs to be made. And so are you juggling between two decisions? Are you trying to contemplate and figure out what the choice is for you? As you're being detoured, you're being driven towards what is for you. So are you listening to the guidance? Are you listening to the support that's being given to you? Because there is something big here about this World card in reverse, where you are being given a major detour. You are being given the truth about which path is actually the best for you. And there is something big about this that is about releasing control and releasing the way that you want it to look and allowing to take a better and greater path for you. And again, here with the Knight of Swords in reverse, that it feels a lot like the universe is challenging you, is making it difficult for you to walk in the direction that you want to move into. But there's also something here where you only feel stuck because you're trying to do it your way. You're trying to control it. And there's something here where if you give up the control, if you release the control and allow yourself to flow with the direction that the universe is trying to move you and navigate you into, this is going to integrate the best life for you. In Judgment here in reverse, that are you not willing to make that call within yourself about stepping up and taking the path that is right for you? So again, there's something here where the universe is trying to detour you. It's trying to give you the tools about where you are supposed to go, where you are headed. And there's something major here about trying to control, trying to resist where the universe is taking you in your life. And with the King of Cups here in reverse, again, something big about not wanting to flow and go with the flow of the universe, trusting in your intuition to navigate you and take you to this better and greater place of where you are meant to go. But with the Six of Wands, there is something here about needing to make the best choice that is right for you and needing to do what fully serves you and everything around you that is in sync with your life. And so this is trying to navigate you towards victory. This is trying to navigate you towards success. But there's something big here about resistance. So are you resisting where the universe is trying to take you in your life? So let's take a look at Virgo. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And we start off with Judgment. So it is time for you to make a major choice, a major decision about where you were headed, about what your life is going to look like. And being willing to step up to that call, being willing to take on that new position in your life. But with the Seven of Wands here, it feels almost as if you, and this is Seven of Wands in reverse, it feels almost like confusion, feels almost like doubt, like worry of what are the action steps, what do you need to take on in this. And there's something big here about this Six of Pentacles in reverse also of, are you not going to participate in your life? Are you not going to participate in putting these actions into motion and doing what is necessary to step up to this call, to this judgment call, to make the choice, the decision about elevating yourself in your life and taking on this new position in life majorly? And again, with the Two of Wands, feels a lot like needing to make a major choice about navigating, about finding that direction, that purpose of where you're headed in your life. So major choices that need to be made here. And again, with the Four of Swords, feeling very guarded, very confused. A lot that feels as though it's not really going into motion as you want it to. But something big here about trying to bring you back to what is home, this home connection, what is secure, what is stable. So Virgo, big decisions that need to be made. So let's take a look at Libra. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So starting off, we have the Magician. And so there's something big here about realizing that you are a co-creator, that you have all the tools that you need from the universe to create your reality, to create what this new foundation in your life is going to look like. And this is big as this is this Uranus in Taurus coming direct. That Uranus trying to elevate us, but it's in Taurus where it's in its fall position, trying to bring us into this new foundation, this new relationship, this new structure, this new belief system that better serves us in our realities. And Temperance here of some of you out of balance, out of sync, needing to find that true balance, needing to find that true harmony of what it's all going to look like. Some of you giving too much, some of you taking too much, there's something big here about allowing this harmonious flow and allowing this true balance in your life to unfold. And there is something big about this Cancer lunar eclipse that is about allowing, as it does pass over the North Node once again, and it is in Cancer, this sign of the home, this sign of emotional fulfillment, of connection, of allowing all of that to fall into place in your life. And this does majorly affect you as you are a cardinal sign, and this eclipse happening in a cardinal energy. And so we move into the Knight of Cups, where again, we're dealing with this flow, we're dealing with this connection of being in this intuition, being in this divine flow, and a lot of you trusting the process of allowing everything to flow as it should. There's something big here about allowing. Are you allowing it all to unfold as it should? And speaking of harmony, there is something big that we talk about peace and harmony with this Seven of Swords here. That are you actually in the harmonious flow? Do you have this true balance and connection to spirit and to what is physical and beautiful and harmonious in your life? And so there is something big here where if you are trusting and going with the flow of everything as it is, if you are realizing that you are a co-creator and that you are connected to spirit, that you have the balance and the flow to put things into true alignment as they should, that everything does fall into place here with this Seven of Swords. There's something big here about peace and harmony as it is this balance between the spiritual and the physical. We talk about the number 7. There's always something big about this spiritual growth, this spiritual connection, very spiritual number of everything falling into place as it should in your life. And so this is a time for you to grow and to elevate into this better new life for yourself. So let's take a look at Scorpio. So this is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So starting off Scorpio, we have the Lovers. And so there is something here about being open to this true divine connection, to the information that is coming through to you, to expressing and experiencing this new reality. This is big with this Lovers card of, are you open to the universe, to what you can experience in your life? this true divine connection, and this true connection to your higher self. And we get the Eight of Swords, where there is a lot being revealed to you. There is a lot to sort out and to go through. A lot of new information. And so once again, if you are open to this divine connection to your higher self, to this information that is coming through, then there is a lot of clarity. There's a lot of understanding coming through this. If you are not in this divine flow, a lot of confusion, a lot of misunderstanding, as you're trying to sort through all of this data, all of this information that's coming through to you about this new life, about what this all is going to look for you. And with the Page of Cups here in reverse, there is something big about this ability to create this beautiful reality for yourself. And there's something here where, with this in reverse, again, are you fully open to the experience with this Lover's card? Because with the Page of Cups here, are you creating and expressing this beautiful reality for yourself? You have this creative ability to express and flow into this new reality here with this Page of Cups. And so are you open to this? And there's something here with this world, with the world in reverse, that you are not fully in the flow and the connection of this universe, of what you can create, of what you can bring into this reality. And so there's something big about getting into your creative flow and allowing everything to fall into place as it should. Being open to this connection to your higher self, to the universe. Again, this Lover's card of, are you fully open to everything that is coming to you in this reality? And with the Six of Cups here, there's something big about the Six of Cups that is always service. But with this, there's something here where this is service to yourself. Because for a lot of you, you are not integrating this full connection to you. And there's something here with this Lover's card that this is a major twin flame card. And there's something here where your twin is always found by going within yourself. So there's something here where you need to fully serve yourself by doing what is fully aligned with who you are and getting into this creative flow. Again, we see the Queen of Cups here, where you have to be the master of this creative flow and allowing things to flow into your life, manifesting and creating the reality that you want for yourself. So let's take a look at Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. We're starting out with the Eight of Cups in reverse. And so, for a lot of you, are you open to this new journey, this new story that you must go on? And this is about this journey within to go through this internal transformation, this internal process within your life. And this is such a Sagittarius card, right? The Fool card of just experiencing, just going with the flow of things, just being open to learning through experience, right? So there's something big about this where if you're not willing to go on this Eight of Cups journey and just go with it, just learn through the experience, the opportunity of this, that this is blocking you from stepping into a beautiful new reality for yourself. And with the Four of Wands here in reverse, again, a lot of this blocking yourself from this beautiful connection, this beautiful reality, these beautiful surroundings. This Four of Wands very much connected to this North Node in Cancer of stepping into this true connection, this true celebration of your life. This beautiful blocking this by not being the Fool, by not being open to these new experiences, these new opportunities in life. And another Sagittarius card here we have with Temperance. Where are you in this beautiful harmony with the universe? There's something big here about needing to bring peace and harmony into your life by being open to experiencing and learning this higher wisdom within yourself. And this is so much on this higher vibration of Sagittarius. So very much about elevating yourself and going to this next level in your life. But again, you can't be closed off to opportunity with this Seven of Cups here in reverse. Major choices, major decisions, major opportunities that need to be taken on. And so if you are trusting your intuition and going with the flow, going through the experience, making a choice, a decision about where you are headed, this is moving you into a new reality. Otherwise, there is something major here about blocking this new reality by moving backwards into a space of not making a decision and a choice. And there's something big about Mars being in Sagittarius that reminds us that actually, if you are not making a decision, you are making a decision to go backwards. As Sagittarius is always this major opportunity, these major projects, these major experiences, these journeys to go through, that you have the choice of if your journeys are going to be beneficial to you or not. And we end here with the Ace of Wands, where this is a major new beginning, but this is something that creates some tension, that creates some chaos, that is breaking down old attachments. And there's something big here about this new beginning being about starting what you are passionate about, what brings you joy, what brings you excitement, what you fully love and can integrate into your life. So something big here, Sagittarius, about taking on a new opportunity. So let's take a look at Capricorn. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this is the last cardinal sign. So major shifts, major changes here, as this eclipse is at a cardinal point. And of course, if you are a Capricorn, Sun, or Moon, or Rising, you are probably feeling the intensity already with this major stellium. Right, we have 5 planets and the South Node here in Capricorn. So Capricorn is stacked at the moment. So starting off with the 7 of Swords. Major story about bringing peace and harmony into your life. About destiny, about what is divinely connected to you in your life. There's something major here about, are you doing what just seems good, what just seems beautiful, or are you integrating what actually is beautiful into your life? And with the 4 of Wands here, it is a time to celebrate all of your achievements. It is a time to come into this beautiful, harmonious space, to celebrate your life. Big moment, and this is very much connected to this North Node in Cancer, that it is a time to allow things to come into your reality. Remember that eclipse season is always this weird time where you really don't have that much control. You're going through this major shift in your life where things are falling into place. And with the 3 of Swords in reverse, it is time to let go of heartbreak, of hardships in your life that you have been through. It is time to release all of the pain and difficulty in your life that you have been through, as it's bringing you to this major moment of celebration, of peace and harmony, of joy in your life. And so this pain has elevated you and taken you through this transformation process. Now it is time to release it. And again, with the World in reverse, it does feel a lot like things are at a standstill. Not much that you can do. Very much asking for you to allow things to flow into place, to celebrate your life, to enjoy things, to sit back and allow all the pieces to fall into place. Not a ton of action, not a ton that is needed of controlling and trying to manipulate what the outcome is going to look like, but allowing the universe to do its work in making everything fall into place as it should. And with the 6 of Wands in reverse, it feels like a weird moment. It feels like this is not a victory. This is not a success for you. And this is because there's not a lot that you can do, right? There's something about Capricorn where it wants to work and work and work. But there's this moment where this is asking you to actually just relax and enjoy everything as it is, to take the victory and not doing anything at all. Right, so there's something big about allowing things to fall into place in your life and not trying to force or manipulate the way that the outcome is or the way that you want it to look. And we end here with Justice. with this beautiful outcome of how everything is going to be. Remember that we started off here with this Seven of Swords and this Four of Wands, that this is a beautiful, harmonious celebration, that everything is coming to a conclusion in your life of all the work, all the effort, all the time that you have been put into your life to see these beautiful results come to fruition. So let's take a look at Aquarius, the last fixed sign here. So this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So starting off, we have the Chariot. And so are you trusting in the process? There is a process here about the direction in which you are going. And this is such a Cancer card about trusting in your intuition and navigating towards home, towards your destiny, towards this emotional fulfillment. And so what direction in life are you moving in? This is a major decision about initiating into where you are headed in life. And with the Page of Wands in reverse, there's something big here about, do you actually trust that you can manifest and create the reality that you want for yourself? And it goes back to this intuition of the Chariot of, where are you headed? Are you allowing your intuition to navigate you into this brand new direction in your life? And if you are an Aquarius rising, all of this Capricorn back in your 12th house of actually a lot about your subconscious, about your ancestors, about your guides, trying to move you and navigate you in the direction that is right for you. Moving you towards justice, towards a conclusion, towards an outcome that is right for you, that is fully aligned with your life. And so things coming back into balance, coming back into the swing of how they should be, majorly as you are trusting in your intuition to navigate you in the direction that is right for you. And it does come down to this Page of Pentacles of needing to integrate a plan, a schedule, of needing to integrate this practicality into your life of what it's all going to look like. And so are you willing to learn and to intimate this new structure, this new reality into your life? Are you willing to put down this new foundation to create this new reality, this new structure, this new system for yourself? So a lot here, Aquarius, about the direction which you are headed in. So let's take a look at Pisces. So this is for Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. And of course, Pisces playing a major role all this year as Neptune remains in Pisces. Right, and we saw a lot of Lilith in Pisces. A lot about illusions, about deceptions, about fantasy, but also about spirituality and connecting to something that is beautiful and divine in your life. And so Pisces, starting out with the Knight of Cups. Of allowing your intuition to navigate you. And there's a major choice that needs to be made here about what direction is right for you. About where you are headed. And so this is a time to look internally. This is a time to seek out guidance about where you are headed in your life. And with the Ace of Wands here, this is a new beginning for many of you. This is a fresh start where you need to implement what you are passionate about, what you are driven about into your reality. To do what you are enthusiastic about, what you love. And there's something big about how this is destructive in a way, because this is removing these old systems, these old belief systems, these old structures that no longer serve you, which is that Uranus and Taurus, right? So major about setting in these new structures, these new belief systems into your life that better serve you, doing what you love, doing what you are passionate about in this new reality. But with the Knight of Wands here, are you not trusting in what you can manifest and what you can create out of what you love, out of what you're passionate about? So there's something big here about needing to express your passion more, about needing to trust in what you can accomplish and what you can make happen in this new reality. So a lot of you Pisces out there, Pisces being a sign that holds many gifts, many talents, that this is a time for you to express and to trust in what you can do and create and make happen in this reality. And with the Five of Swords, for many of you, this is a teaching or learning moment for you. So, not being afraid to be given the guidance to need to seek the answers and the information out. So a lot of guidance that's being given to you, that's being expressed to you. And this changes things, as this is giving you the lessons and the guidance and the information that is needed to tap into these skills, to tap into these talents, to tap into what is possible in this new reality for you. So Pisces, major things about what you can do and what you can create in this brand new reality. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.